Hey up. So who's in the mood for checking out a weird zombie film? Well, tough, because that's exactly what we're doing today, and we're looking at Zombie Nosh, one of the stupidest names for a film I've seen in a little while. Otherwise known as Flesh Eater, which is a much better name, it's a 1988 American zombie horror film, written by, directed by, edited by, produced by, and starring Bill Hinzman. Yep, it's one of those films again. Now, Bill Hinzman is probably best known for portraying one of the zombies in George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. And to say that this film is slightly influenced by this is a bit of an understatement.
Oh, shit! Jesus. What an ugly son of a bitch.
I just wanted to get together with you and have some fun, fool around. First time I met you at Julie's party, I wanted to be with you.
Well, maybe you don't understand what I'm trying to say, but when Julie fixed us up to go on this hayride together, I was really excited about it.
So the plot for this one starts with teenagers on a hayride. They get off at a random point and decide to start camping in the middle of nowhere. They accidentally unearth a zombie, and then the zombie just kills them all. Now, around this point, I thought that the film was wrapping up, but it turns out we're actually only 30 minutes in, and the film just keeps going. So now all the teenagers are zombies, and they head out into the local town and start just killing whoever they can find. Then the police get involved, and the remaining townsfolk all get armed and get involved and start just headshotting the zombies. Then they burn a barn, and the film ends. This is one of those films where it feels like it could have ended around 4 different points, but it just keeps on going. Here's what I liked about the film then. So first off, the acting is fantastically awful. I was laughing quite a lot at some terribly delivered lines, and I don't think that there's a good actor in the entire film. Also, it's quite gory, which I always enjoy. There's some gore effects can be quite good, if a little campy, but I quite like some campy gore every now and then, and it gives it quite a lot of charm with things like bright red blood and Halloween shop skeletons and stuff like that. And finally, I guess you could also say that the film was quite unpredictable. I had no idea where the plot was going, especially because I kept thinking it was going to wrap up. And after they killed all those kids quite early on, who I thought were going to be the main characters, I had no idea what was going to happen.
I'm scared you did it, I.
Yeah, well, you're a real jerk, man. Why don't you just stop playing your games and give us some help here?
Oh, excuse me, boss. You see, I must have come up here with the wrong impression. I thought we were here to have fun.
Chris, Mom told you to wait.
Who cares?
You're gonna get in trouble.
Come on, there's people everywhere. It's not gonna be long till they're here.
I think we've seen just one too many cheesy zombie flicks, pal.
What the hell's with them?
They're just a bunch of losers that crashed the party.
And now let's take a look at what I didn't like in the film. The pacing is pretty all over the place. It starts relatively action-packed, but it was really losing me by that second half. Also, the editing is pretty bad. It's got like awkward pauses in there, and it has a bad habit of leaving too much space in between pieces of dialogue in a conversation, which just comes across as unnatural. And it keeps cutting to black and then fading back in, which just comes across as really amateurish. And the zombies are quite underwhelming as well. A few of them are okay, but mostly it's just people in white face paint. I think though I might have been a little bit spoiled by some of the designs for the Italian zombies. pretty glaring thing that I think is worth mentioning about this film is just how damn sleazy it can be. There's a lot of scenes of nudity, and there's a lot of very long scenes of kissing with really loud sound effects over the top. And Bill Hinzman, the director, and also plays the main zombie, has a tendency of appearing through a lot of these nude scenes. He sort of ambles in, looking a bit like Dirty Den, and he like gropes these naked girls for about 3 minutes, and then sort of bites them on their naked bodies. It's uncomfortable, and it does feel like this is the entire reason for him making this film. Let's take a look at the print. It's okay, it's fine, clear and watchable. There's the odd flicker here and there, but for the most part it's fine. At the hour mark, I don't know whether it was my DVD or the print, but it does go a little bit weird, where it goes a bit pixelated and jumps a bit, but that was the only instance of that. And at around the 50-minute mark, the sound goes a bit strange, and there's like a hiss behind the dialogue. Don't know if it's just not being converted across properly or something like that, but there are only minor instances in an otherwise passable release. And let's have a look at what we get on the disc. Same old, as per usual.
My name's Steve.
Yeah, Steve, I met Steve. I don't even know Paul.
And now for the case. Now this is a bit of a longer one than we used to see recently, and it's loaded up with silly zombie puns. All the info is correct, although it does make it out to have a clearer through line than it actually does. Also, I think here where it says Zomole, it's supposed to say zombie. That's a pretty stupid mistake, unless there is such a thing as a Zomole that I'm just completely unaware of. Overall then, this is a film that started out good, but got pretty bad as it went along. There's some funny bits and some decent gore here, but the sleaziness and the really bad editing brings it down quite a lot. If you're looking for a bottom of the barrel zombie film to have a laugh at with mates, then this'll do the job, but there are better examples out there. Also, if you're looking for an upgrade on this, I'm afraid you're out of luck. This is your lot in the UK, but it's not awful. So, pretty mediocre film this week, and the end of our zombie quadrilogy. But we're starting a new one next time. We're looking at The House of Quadrilogy, and the first film up is Lucio Fulci's The House of Clocks.